You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. In the news today, Akpabio breaks silence on Natasha's suspension. It could have ended with an apology. According to a report in PM News on Monday, 4th August, Senate President Gospel Akpabio has weighed in on the ongoing controversy surrounding the suspension of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, revealing that the entire matter could have been resolved quietly had the senator simply apologized. Akpoti-Uduaghan, who represents Kogi Central, was suspended from the Senate in March 2025 over alleged misconduct. Since then, she had made two unsuccessful attempts to return to plenary, maintaining that a federal high court ruling had invalidated her suspension. But in a new twist, Akpabio's media aide, Kenny Ogolubo, clarified on Monday that no such reinstatement order was issued by the court. He pointed to ground 23 of the senator's legal filing, which indicated that while the judge criticized the suspension as excessive and questioned its constitutional backing under Section 63, the suspension itself was never formally nullified. Her claim that the court reinstated her is misleading, Okolugbo stated. He revealed that the Senate leadership was never against reconciliation and that the doors were wide open. If only Akpoti-Uduaghan had issued a simple public apology, she was advised, even by respected voices like the Brekete family, to tender an apology. That was all it would have taken to lift the suspension, he explained. Okolugbo also dismissed the senator's dramatic return attempt on July 22nd as nothing more than a media spectacle. She showed up with supporters and cameras like it was a political reality show, but the Senate is governed by rules, not optics, he said. There is a process to everything, and we received no official court directive reversing her suspension. He further stressed that her suspension had nothing to do with gender or politics, asserting that the Senate acted within the framework of Section 60 of the 1999 Constitution and its internal standing orders. Despite her absence, Okolugbo assured that legislative work for Kogi Central has not stalled. He noted that progress continues on some of Akpoti-Uduaghan's key proposals, include a bill to establish a federal medical center in Ihima. However, he issued a cautionary note on the broader implications of the controversy. There are only four female senators in the entire Senate. Using gender as a shield while distorting fact does a disservice to the larger cause of women's representation in politics, he warned. Gazing objectively at the matter of Akpoti-Uduaghan Natasha with the Senate and the Senate President by proxy, it's something that is very, very important. And looking at some of the events that has unfolded, well, in the long run, history will vindicate whoever is right or wrong. Now, looking at the matter in question, Akpoti-Uduaghan wanted to go to the Senate by July 22nd because the court order said so. She said so. She said the court order said so. But the Senate received no such information from the court, and they were pinpointing the conclusion of the judge in question that yes, the judge referred to the action of the Senate by, criticizing the suspension as excessive, not more than that. And the judge also questioned its constitutional backing under Section 63. The suspension itself was never formally nullified. Well, that was the submission of Mr. Okolugbo, as stated in the report. But for Natasha to now say it is the court that said so, and she decided to go in there and she wasn't allowed, I think her duty is to return to the court and file complaint that there is contempt of court because of the judgment given. But we have not heard that, we have not seen that, even up till now, July 22nd till August. And not only that, all we could hear is that she's even busy filing an appeal against some of the conclusions or the judgment that were given by the same judge on the same matter, because she was asked to, tender apology, a public apology to the court, and she has to post it on two national dailies and also one on her own Facebook page, where the purported alleged contempt of the court was committed. And honestly speaking, Natasha has not done so, even up till now. Maybe she's resting on appeal because she was given 7 days ultimatum to get that done. And probably because she has appealed, she has not, tendered the so-called apology. Looking at it from the other another angle again, angle of gender issues, you know, the spokesperson to the Senate president was of the opinion that there are four of them in the Senate who are women, and all the other three are going about their businesses, and none has ever come out to say she's been victimized sexually or she's been, shortchanged because she's a woman or the other way around. And for Natasha to have all issues like this, I think to a large extent she can exchange notes with her colleagues even in the Senate and then gain their support towards the matter. But what did we see? We noticed that some of her female colleagues, in fact all of them, were not behind her, because even the ones that have been in Senate before now and is no more in the Senate, former Senator Itagiwa, also said in the Senate, nobody sees gender. You are all equal. Nobody is higher than another. The man, the woman, they see everybody as a singular entity, and then they all respect each other. But for Natasha to play the feminism game, gender issues is not something to write home about. And it doesn't speak well even about our Senate and the generality of our National Assembly among our lawmakers. And not only that, we also see that Mr. Okolugbo also made mention of the singular fact that all this hula baloo, the quagmire, the noise making and the raising of doors will have just ended with a single apology. What will it take to bring out soft words and then you sheath sword? I think is very, very essential and important for us to, for the sake of posterity, the sake of our people, we need to tread the path of peace. I am not justifying whatever might have been done underneath by the Senate or the Senate president or whoever men in the, because Natasha too has her own view and she should be listened to and respected. But both parties should look for peace, and that is what is much more important than their personal gain or the otherwise. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you share. Thank you.